Peace and love. Today, I wanted to hop on here real quick before I start school, which starts in a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to say a couple of things that are on my mind. Firstly, I am of mixed origin, meaning that my mom's side is white and Puerto Rican. My father's side is African American and Native American of the Choctaw people. So my father's side, paternal side, is from Mississippi. And then my godparents are Cuban. And I lived in and out of Cuba from the age of 23 to 33. So as you can see, many different cultures. I never felt like I belonged to one specific culture. And if you're of mixed origin, then you understand what I'm saying, that no matter where you go, you don't feel like you belong. But if you're lucky enough to find friends or companions or people that make you feel like they become like your family, it's kind of like that. You create your own sense of family, and it's not necessarily based on blood. So I come from many different cultures. I have many different cultural influences that really make up my worldview. And some of these cultural differences are conflicting, and some of them really have benefited me because I've been able to see what works and what doesn't. And I'm coming on here today because there's so much like very hidden, very subtle pressure and cultural. This is like an old cultural thing to center your life around your man or around a man. So I literally saw women in my family, women that I know, when their husband comes home and he walks through the door, they literally run to the door and take off his shoes for him. I've seen it. I've seen women completely transform and change their life to cater to a man, to transform to a way, to shape shift to a way that they believe that he wants, that you could be the most desirable, that he's going to want you even more. And what I'm coming on here to say is what I've learned is that that never works. You never get what you think you're going to get by centering your life around a man. And now I'm not saying that men don't deserve love and attention and devotion and all the things. I am a boy mom. I'm raising two sons. And I love my father. I love my children. I love my man. I love my brothers. I love the masculine. This is not to bash masculine energy, but it's to say that neither party thrives when you center your life around a man. We think that, oh, if I just give him more, if I just do all the things, then he will feel, or that's the way it's supposed to be in order for him to feel like the man, in order for me to be the good wife, in order for me to be the good one, in order for me to be the chosen one. What happens is that when you start to center your life around a man, you deplete yourself of your vitality, your energy, and your magnetism. You are the center of your own universe. And when you center your energy around your own universe, you become like the master of your universe. And becoming the master of your universe means that all that you want then begins to fall in alignment with that. And things just start to click in place because you're upholding yourself energetically. So there's so much pressure. And it's like subtle things, right? It's subtle things such as the dinner has to be hot and ready, and the house has to be clean by the time that he gets home. If that works for you, fine. But if you have other things going on, if your children have other things going on, if that does not work for your schedule because you need to complete something or you need to do something for yourself in order for you to feel fulfilled, I believe and I know that when you center your universe, things click into place. And I'll give you an example. Have you ever read Michelle Obama's book, Becoming? She talks about this. And she said when they were in the White House, she used to change dinner to cater to Barack Obama's schedule. And dinner would be at different times, and then the kids would be cranky, or their homework wouldn't be done, and things would just like get off, and it was pretty chaotic. And she said, you know what, hold up. She said, dinner is at 6:30. So you come to us. You make your schedule because you know when family dinner is at 6:30. And once she did that, she held that solid foundation. She held her own universe. She had her universal law. Everything clicked into place. Then he started to switch his schedule because he knew dinner was going to be at this time because this is what worked for her. As women, we are the heartbeat, we are the soul of our home. Our nervous system is like the central force of the home. It is the center of gravity of our home. And so when things are chaotic because all of our energy is just dispersed everywhere because we're trying to cater to someone else all the time, you have all of your energy scattered. It's not centralized to you. And when it's not centralized to you, nothing works. And this is very counter to certain cultures. This can be perceived as selfish, perceived as you're not a good wife, perceived as you're not a good whatever. It's time to understand that we are the cycle breakers, that we get to choose that our life, our livelihood, our nervous system, our energy, when it's centered into us, everybody thrives. Everybody thrives because we are the heartbeat of the home. We are literally, like in Cuba, they say like mujeres son la clave, like we are the rhythm of the nation. We hold the rhythm. But if our energy's off, if it's chaotic or if it's in a frequency of unworthiness and chasing, it throws everything off for the entire home, for your children and for your marriage, for your partnership. The woman is the magnetism. The woman is a central force. And much of our work is not to chase, it's not to send our energy out and disperse it in all these different places. It's actually to centralize the energy back down and in. Feminine energy it's a down force. It's down and in. Masculine energy is up and out. And so if you're chasing your sense of value, if you're chasing to become perceived in a certain way, you will always lose. Because I've seen women do this. I've seen them be the perfect wife, cook all the meals despite how she felt, keep the house so clean, everything done, everything perfect. Literally killing herself to do this. And what happens? She gets cheated on. She gets treated disrespectfully because that honor, that worthiness, that feeling of value, it comes from within you and emanates out. It is validated. You validate you. And so we stop looking for others to validate us and looking externally for feelings of validation, feelings of acceptance, feelings of being chosen. I want to be chosen. I want someone to choose me. It's all so much external. Bring all of that and focus it on you. Validate yourself. Understand that your energy is so powerful. It's so potent. It changes lives. The moment you walk into the room, nothing is the same because you have this central force. You have your magnetism. You have your feminine energy. You have your embodiment. It's your presence. And so I'm not saying don't do things for your man. Absolutely. But it's from an energy of overflow. It's from an energy of giving from a place of centeredness as opposed to chasing, as opposed to, I need him to perceive me this way. I need him to love me. It's this chasing energy that is repelling. It's repelling the masculine. It's keeping him small. It's keeping him like a little boy. And it seems like we want to give all this love and you want to care for them and be the best wife and be unforgettable, and you want him to brag about you. And so you give and you give and you give and you give. And what happens is that how you're treating him and how you're showing up is actually in your mother energy. And mother energy is different from a wife energy. And when you're coming with your mother energy and you're mothering, you're smothering, you're keeping him small. You're keeping him from growing, from stretching, from becoming, from being challenged, but not in a challenge like I'm gonna, it's a magnetic. It's using tact. It's using seduction. It's using your intellect. It's using your sweetness. It's using your honey. Challenge. Allow him to rise. Allow him to grow. Allow him to be. And so when you give that energy, the slight challenge, the growth, they rise. And that's a good feeling for you and for them. And so keeping your partner small, keeping them smothered, mothering, all of that, it eventually will build into resentment because they don't grow. They just feel like a little boy. And feeling like a little boy as opposed to feeling like a strong, wealthy king is different energy. And so we can allow our partner to rise in our presence by the way we hold ourselves and the way that we value our energy. It's counter to certain cultures. You might be called out, you might be called names, but in the end, look at the women who are thriving in their marriages, like happy, like well taken care of, feeling good. They don't have that chasing, gotta prove energy. The women who are really happy, like real smiles, they're relaxed in their radiance. And that's what I want for you. Relaxing in your radiance, centering yourself despite what other people try to push on you. Because I love culture. I'm all for culture. But being that I'm from many cultures, I don't feel like I have to be loyal to one. I feel that I have experienced so much for a reason that I know from experience that I went through these experiences. I've experienced in my life for a reason to teach me what I want, how to be, and definitely how not to be. Because time and time again, I see so many women giving the most. And because they give the most, they get the least. It's an energetic thing. So we get to switch that. We get to be the cycle breakers because we know, because we know how to be. And Give from your heart, give from your overflow, but stand firm in your radiance, and all will benefit from this. I hope that some part of this has opened something up for you and inspired something, or you just had a moment of relief or a moment of vibing with what I'm talking about. And sending you so much love. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.